Good morning, this is week 5. We're walking along Streatham High Road at the moment. What's been your highlight of coming to the walk and talk?
One, it's like conversations that I don't normally have access to. You're walking, you're talking with positive people, but people who have issues that you have. And it kind of makes those issues valid. And it makes those issues, something that you can share and you feel willing to share.
One of the highlights of doing this walk and talk is exercise. It's not something I used to do or normally do. Walk around, some nice new friends. So yeah, physical exercise, get a bit fitter. I'm now in week 5. I've attended every single week, and hopefully I'm going to go right through to week 10. This is your first week. What brought you here today?
So I was on Nextdoor and I saw an advert for the men's walk and talk. Looked like a good chance to meet some local people, have a nice chat, and get a bit of fitness, do some walking.
I've been coming for all 5 weeks, and I've been thoroughly enjoying myself. Like exploring different green spaces in and around my local area in South London, which I didn't realise was as rich as it actually was. We're in Tooting Bec Common at the moment, and it's amazing. We've gone inside and there's just so much that I didn't realise was actually here. The individuals who've been here, we've had some really interesting conversations as we've been walking, discussing things, sharing perspectives. It's been really interesting and fascinating, and we also have special guests who actually come at the end of these particular walks to give various different lectures on different topics, which are also really interesting and stimulating.
I've just finished a couple of holidays. I'm free today, so I've come back in.
The fact that you can talk about anything and you can bring up anything and you can disagree or you can agree and you can listen and you can join in, and actually it's really quite nice because it really is quite free. If there's something in your mind, you can bring it up and it makes you think. That's what it is. It makes you think. There's no preset subject matter. Just talk and talk and talk. And with me, it just sets my mind going, all these different thoughts going on and questions of myself. In one way, I want to say liberating, and I would say it's the exact opposite, because it makes you go into yourself and start questioning things.
I'm a friend of Willen's, and obviously he's been on my case to come along, and I must say I'm really glad I did come along, because I met some very interesting guys, very interesting conversation, non-stop walking, talking. I had a very good time, and I'm glad I managed to come down today and enjoy the good time with everybody else. Everybody else seems to be having a good time as well.
Right, this is Willan. He's the facilitator of Walk and Talk. So how's it going, Willan?
What can I say? The conversation has been really informative. The men have been totally and honestly open and honest. Today, from week 1 we talked about suicide. Today we talked about relationships. We talked about how we are maturing as men. Honestly, I'm so glad we actually got this going, and we've got 5 weeks, and I'm counting on the 5 weeks we got left, and I'm kind of feeling sad already. You know what I mean? But it's been absolutely amazing, and I'd like to thank all the men who've really opened up themselves to this process. And that's all I can say at this point. I'm really happy how the turnout has been so far.